Hey, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and watching the Cypress Sports Show, brought to you by Coach's Corner, your go-to spot before and after the game. I'm Jeff Russell here with Marissa Slevcove. Today we're going to welcome girls wrestlers Kayla Pablo and Jeszika Spraglin to the program and check in, of course, with Marissa in our Destination Jiu-Jitsu segment, Kruisin with Krebs. Coach, this is right before winter break, heading into winter break. What do you guys have planned? You guys doing anything?
No, we're not doing much. We're hanging out and chilling. Ryan's home for the holidays from school, so we'll just be lounging around.
Yeah, the same with us. Justin's home. We're just gonna take in a couple of Ducks games and maybe ride some miles on the bike.
Maybe I'll get out on the links with Ryan and try not to lose any money.
Yeah, good luck. He's gonna kill you. All right. Well, hey. Busy time now, super busy. You'd think that the winter sports would get a break over the winter break, but they are going to be full go the whole time with just a few days off on those mandatory days. Other than that, they're all in.
Right, looking at the schedule right after Christmas.
That's crazy.
The basketball teams, all three levels. You got soccer playing, boom, 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 all the way through the new year. Yeah. Not much of a break for some of our programs. Last week, boys basketball team went 3-1 in the North Orange County tournament to make their record 10-4. Currently, they're ranked 13th in the county, and they got a tough game coming up on Saturday night, scheduled against San Juan Hills, right? And this week is a little bit lighter because we got finals coming up. So a little bit of a reprieve, but right after Christmas, they're back at it. Girls basketball team had a tough go in the Segerstrom tournament. They dropped the first 3 games before beating University on Saturday. Girls are currently 7-5 on the season and are scheduled to play Pacifica Christian on Saturday. Boys soccer team went 1-3 in the Troy tournament with the lone victory over La Mirada on Friday night. This week, we host Servite on Wednesday evening and Beckman on Friday afternoon. Girls soccer team beat Marina last week 3-1 as they got their 3rd game of the season in. This week, the girls on Tuesday take on old league rival Pacifica and one of our loyal followers, Coach Sutton, girls soccer coach over there. Anything to say to Coach Sutton?
I mean, first off, those games are unbelievable. And last year when we went and watched that,
under the lights over at Pacifica,
it was first of all, it was freezing cold. But it was so much fun to see soccer played, those two teams going at it. It was a lot of fun. And either way, win or lose, we'll still maybe talk to Coach Sutton. We'll talk to him more if we win, though.
That's right. We know it's going to be a fun, competitive game, as it always is, for all those years in the Empire League. Girls water polo went 1-1 last week, losing El Toro and then beating Pacifica. This week, the girls travel to Garden Grove before they take some time off from the competition over the holidays. And in wrestling, the boys lost to El Dorado last week in the opening match of the Crestview League, while the girls defeated El Dorado. In their invitationals last week, Jeszika Spraglin, one of our guests today, won her bracket in the Modern Day Invite. And this week, we take on Esperanza in a league match before the boys and girls hit their invitationals this weekend. And then the cheer and song teams, they're off this week, but when we get back in January, they're going to be competing hard every week, week in, week out throughout that month.
Yeah, I mean, wintertime is always so busy. Lots of stuff going on, and truly is the most wonderful time of the year. Lots to be thankful for as well. Speaking of wonderful, it is time for the Destination Jiu-Jitsu segment, Kruisin with Krebs. Marissa, are you here? Marissa! Hey!
What's up, guys?
Hey, you're back.
I am back.
You feeling better?
Feeling a whole lot better this week. Yep.
Very good. Well, hey, next week we're on break.
Yep.
Are you guys going anywhere? Do anything?
Yeah, actually, we're going to Costa Rica right after Christmas, day after, flying out. So that'll be fun for volleyball.
That's going to be awesome.
Yep.
Well, what about traditions? Do you guys have any family traditions that you do?
Yeah, every year we always go out to Riverside, and we have my mom's whole side of the family, and it's a big house, whole lot of family, just everyone hangs out. It's like a potluck style, and then we always stay until midnight, and then once the clock, it's Christmas, we all open presents, and then we go home. So it's
cool.
really fun.
That's fun. Well, what do we got?
So this week, the question is not too complex, but kind of just like a simple, very easy question. what's your pregame hype song? You know, like what gets you going before a match that gets you locked in? I know like for some people like rap gets them locked in, but for other people it's like rap's too hype. I don't want to get too like out of focus, so then they're like, oh, I need more calming music. I think there was a segment on the video where someone said a musical. I think it was Hamilton. I was like, oh, it's pretty interesting
choice.
way
That is
to
a different one. Yeah.
get ready for a game. But you know, I think everyone.
Have you seen Hamilton?
I have, but once it was
Oh,
not
it was mid?
my
It was
personal
mid.
favorite.
Okay.
I'm not. But
There is some hype songs though. You could kind of I could see you getting like start slow and build up, but no,
I
you
couldn't
didn't.
personally see myself getting hyped to
You
that.
didn't
but
dig it.
Yeah, no.
What's yours? What's your hype song?
Oh, I'm definitely more the girl that's like, I need something more calm. So, anything that's like
Kenny G.
R&B is more my thing before a game. So, yeah.
All right, cool. Well,
Well, let's check it out. It's time for Kruisin with Krebs. I'm here with,
Slevcove,
and
Noah Johnson,
I'm here with,
Gabriel,
okay, I'm here with,
Ariane,
I'm here with,
Riley Schneider,
and
Chloe Cobb.
this week's question is, what's your pregame ritual song to get you hyped for a game?
Blueberry Bagels, and Pipe Down by Drake.
My favorite pregame hype song is Hardcore by Kruisin.
Mine is Atmosphere by Fisher or Mr. Right Now by Drake.
Okay, Vibes Telekinesis by Travis Scott.
Alexander Hamilton.
hey, all right. Today we welcome girls wrestlers Kayla Pablo and Jeszika Spraglin to the program. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
You guys excited?
So excited.
Of course, super.
I don't know.
A little.
A little sus here.
Hopefully you're more excited about the girls wrestling season. Girls wrestling a few years ago just getting started. Now it's really taken off. I mean, like lots of girls participating, lots of wrestling events now, whereas before it was still kind of a mix where you were with the boys and things like that. What do you guys wrestle? Like, what is there? Do you guys have one specific weight class? Do you have multiple? Like, because I know sometimes in wrestling it's like I go to this event, well then I gotta like cut down because there's somebody that I don't want to wrestle, then I'm gonna cut down, and then I go. Or are you always like at the same thing?
Well, for the most part, I wrestle 125s. It's just for duels I go because I don't want to have to like dehydrate myself twice in a week because it takes my body a couple days to rehydrate. So it's like I don't want to like wrestle bad because I'm like dehydrated. So
That makes sense.
I used to wrestle up for duels and everything, but like now I'm at a steady weight. So I've been wrestling like 145 and solid, yeah. But this year I'm probably gonna cut down to 40s because there's a lot of girls there that I know I could beat. So it's just like easy dubs.
Part of that is looking ahead, right?
Yes,
You're looking
for
ahead to the
sure.
CIF and the things like that, and who's there, and hey, if I can cut this pound, like wrestling, just so good for your nutrition but it is part of that. Is there a favorite event that you guys like to attend?
Dick Morris.
yes.
Have you guys ever tried any different wrestling styles, like besides in high school? Like,
Yeah, like freestyle. Yeah,
yeah,
So I tried them all.
what do you
Freestyle,
like?
Greco, freestyle.
freestyle for sure. It's fun.
So describe your wrestling style. Are you guys aggressive? Are you patient? Defensive? Play off your opponent, or how? Describe your style.
I feel like it just depends on the person you're
Yeah,
going
for
against.
sure.
Like, I kind of just take what they give me and then take even more. So, like, they're being aggressive, I'm going to be aggressive.
So you play off the opponent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like kind of read them before you start working your stuff.
Do you guys like line them up ahead of time? Like, as they're walking out, you're like, that's her. All right, she doesn't look very strong. She's got already. Or you just get on the
Sometimes.
mat and just go. See what
Yeah,
you
when
got.
it comes to duels, you're kind of just like, that could be the girl wrestling. And then it's end up not being the girl, and you're like, okay.
How many girls have you wrestled multiple times? Like, is there someone you beat every single time, or someone that you've wrestled and struggled with because of a certain style?
Well, I always meet up with one of my friends in the finals because we both go to Team Thunder Wrestling Club. So, but we go to different high schools. So, like almost at every tournament, we always meet up in the finals. And then like I always beat her at practice. So then I beat her in the finals. And then it's like I feel bad, but it's like whatever.
Well, you're
Like,
trying to win, right?
And at the end of the day, we're still friends. So it isn't really.
Since you practice against her, do you kind of like hold back in practice, like don't show her all the moves because you don't want to give anything away?
Yeah. Not really, because like we wrestle each other a lot, so I kind of already know what she's gonna do. But like sometimes I do switch it up for like certain like opponents, just so they don't know.
Yeah, same. I had a girl, she went to our club and then she quit because I hurt her knee.
Oh.
But now she cut all the way down to 35s, so she's not wrestling 40s anymore, which is pretty cool. She's doing really great at 35s, I would say. She's in our league this year, so it's pretty cool to see how like she's thriving and striving because it's her first year too wrestling. She's actually pretty well.
How important is the club wrestling, the club experience, to your confidence when it comes to high school season?
It's super important because school coaches can only teach you so much, but club coaches, they could teach you beyond and beyond that. So they could teach you like different styles, different ways of moving your body.
Yeah.
And like when you go to club for so long, it's kind of like you always have that coach where it's like they know you more than your actual school coach does. So.
For sure.
All right, well, take us back, like wrestling, getting started with girls. How'd you get in? How'd you decide wrestling and not, I don't know, soccer?
You can go.
I started wrestling in 8th grade, and I did jiu-jitsu like when I was younger, and like my whole family wrestles, so it's like I was kind of born into it. So and my brother wrestled here for 4 years too. So
Yeah, I started my sophomore year. Lumber came up to me. I always say the story. He was like, "You got some big legs." So I was like, "What?" And he's like, "You should wrestle." And then I was like, "You're funny." And then I came to one of the practices. I met Kayla. And then she's like, "You're gonna join?" And I was like, "Maybe, I don't know." And she's like, "Just do it. Just do it. Like, you have nothing to lose." So I joined. I did it. And then there's moments where it's like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. Especially when I lose. I'm like, I don't want this medal. I don't want this 3rd place medal. I want the 1st place medal. It's like, yeah.
First or last.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's been the biggest challenge then? Like, you know, as you go through a wrestling season and wrestling career, what's the biggest challenge, the biggest obstacle you faced when it comes to wrestling?
Definitely staying out of my head and like overthinking, and especially because you can see the rankings on the bracket sometimes. So then what I know it's terrible, but I like look ahead and I'm like, oh, she's 2nd in state, I'm gonna lose. And then when you end up winning, you kind of just feel like better about yourself, and you're like, I can conquer anything.
So is that the most enjoyable moment then, is when you upset somebody that
Yes.
you weren't expecting to win?
Most definitely.
Okay.
I like making people mad.
So what about, like, you said your family wrestled. Who do you think, like, you got more skills from? Like, mom, dad, brother? Who'd you get
definitely
skills
my
from?
brother. Like we kind of have similar wrestling styles just because I've watched him for so long, and then like watching him wrestle at college level, like it's so much more advanced, and it's like you learn a lot from like watching like higher level like wrestlers, and like that's what I like about it, because you just watch it and then you just interpret it to your wrestling style.
So when your brother's home from college, you just like, you guys just scrap it out? And, like,
We can't really
what do
scrap
you
out. He's a heavyweight. He's huge. Like sometimes we do wrestle, like play wrestle, like even in the like grocery stores and stuff. Like it's just for fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, he teaches me a lot though.
And then you said, you know, kid maybe kind of helped you get into it a little
Yeah.
bit. So what would you tell other girls now that you've had that who are unsure about wrestling? How do you convince them, and what kind of skills would they need?
Honestly, you just need to be really open-minded, because anything can happen. Like, yes, you're gonna get injured. Yes, you're gonna get ringworm. Like, yes, things are gonna happen.
You're not selling it at all.
Okay, but like things are
I'm
gonna
out.
happen.
Yeah.
But it's like at the end of the day, once you have a group of girls, like, and they're like family, and you guys are tight knit and everything, you guys are always gonna have each other's back. So you create a bond with your team that you probably would never create, like just walking around high school, you know. But when you're in like a sport like wrestling, you guys all create like this family bond, especially with the boys team too. Like there's a lot of people on the boys team, they're like older brothers, and they're like messing with you and stuff, and it's just like pretty cool to see everybody getting along again and everything.
Same?
Yeah.
Well said.
And I think like,
Well said.
I think like having like, because a lot of us we have to cut weight, and I think like cutting weight together is like it's an experience. Like it sucks, but like we're just working through it, you know.
Yeah.
It's a common theme, Coach. Every year, every
year.
sport, the bond that you create with your teammates, the
Yeah.
experience you have, the
It is
blood,
a
sweat, and
common
tears.
thing.
Yep. Okay, so you guys are, the two of you especially individually are kicking butt for your individual tournaments. Our team won the opening duel against El Dorado in league. You just won the Mater Dei, right? You won the Santa Ana. You guys every weekend. They won again. They won again. So as we move throughout the end of December and into the new year, what are the rest of our goals for the remainder of the season?
Make it to state.
Yeah, make it to state for sure, and definitely see where like our newer girls are improving, because we have a lot of new girls. We have at least 22 girls on the team this year, which is a lot than we've had in the past years. And as you said, yes, we beat El Dorado, and now we're starting to move and transition to beat Esperanza this weekend and everything.
We're gonna beat them.
Yeah, you already know. But you know, new league and everything, so it's a good feeling to start something new, fresh, and tell ourselves, dominate. Just go out there, dominate, win, go to duels, league, and everything, and win that. Because we were supposed to go our sophomore year, but somebody messed up the scores, so we didn't go. But
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
somebody messed up the scores.
What's going to be your best memory when you guys leave here? What's your best memory of wrestling in Cypress?
Wrestling for Cypress, or just like Cypress in general?
Yeah, wrestling, like the wrestling portion of it. I mean, you could say the school too, but let's start with wrestling.
I'd definitely say like that like winning feeling, and like the bonds you make with people. Like those are like I'm definitely gonna take that like.
Yeah, definitely like the bonds you make within the team, and like the coaches always having your back and everything, and like the support system is something I'm really gonna miss, and like trying to connect that to something else, or like try to like build that up again with like another school that you wrestle for. It's gonna be a little different, and it's gonna be hard too. So just gotta always, once you have that close knit, keep them close, and keep your enemies a little bit farther away.
All right, well, we've come to the point where we do some fast action questions. You haven't done this before, but you're
I'll try.
pro. Both of you guys will answer whatever comes to mind. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right, we're coming up on the holidays. Give me the best recommendation of what I should do over the break.
Eat.
Ice skate.
Ice skate.
Because we can't. Ice skate.
Oh yes.
I like it. I like it.
Eat as much as you can.
I've
He's
heard
got to
it.
make weight.
I know. I've heard these terms. So which is it? Wrestling match or bout?
Wrestling match.
Match.
Yeah.
You guys
Oh, that
don't
was
know.
that was an easy one for
That
them.
was easy. Yeah. Bout's like it's a big deal. Do you have a signature move? If so, what's it called? Like Lumberg has the Lumbergo.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure he's told you 100 times.
Yes. I like snatching ankles. That's what I like.
Alright.
I like blast doubling people. Like just or head and arms.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a specific name that you would name that move?
Semi-truck.
Semi.
I call it snatching
I'm
ankles.
snatch.
I mean,
That's a good one just right there,
I
right?
made that up, but yeah.
She do be snatching ankles.
Real tree or fake tree?
Fake.
Really? Both fake tree? Interesting. Pin in under 30 seconds or pin them with 30 seconds left in the match?
Or bout.
Or about?
30-second pin.
Yeah, 30
Right
seconds.
away?
Yeah.
Really?
Pin and done.
Yeah.
I like that, but that could mean that they're not good. And 30 seconds left, you're wrestling the whole time, and then you pin. It was like,
But why would I wait all that time to
'Cause
wait
that's
to
your-
pin them? When I could just
I'm
be like pin
saying
and
though,
done.
if you got pin in 30 seconds, it'd be like wrestling Slevcove. You're just way better
Easy,
than him.
easy match.
But if you
Yeah.
played or wrestled somebody the same, and then you end the match with a pin against that
Pretty
one
exciting.
thing,
That's
Down to the
valid.
wire.
I
right?
It's
guess.
valid, Coach. That's a valid
maybe I
point.
should have
It is.
explained
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you just said pin in 30 seconds, or
best wrestling related gift you've ever received?
I don't know. I got socks.
Socks,
I got wrestling
shoes.
wear socks.
shoes. All right.
Yeah.
If you were in pro wrestling,
Like WWE?
yeah.
Oh god.
Would you want to be the face or the heel? Do you know what that means?
No.
No.
The face is like the golden child, the one that everyone and the heel is like the bad
bad guy.
bad guy, the bad girl,
I'd
like
be
the one
heel.
that causes the trouble.
Yeah, I'd be the heel for
Heel.
sure.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Both.
I like stirring
I
pots.
think.
Have you ever tried to take down your mom or dad when they give you a hug?
Yes.
Yes.
That's like a standard wrestling
Anywhere.
thing, right? You give them a
Even in the
hug.
grocery store, just sneak attack my mom.
For sure.
Oh, hey,
Just like, don't throw me. And I'm like, okay.
inside the store. I love it. All right, well, hey, thanks again to wrestlers Kayla Pablo and Jeszika Spraglin for being here today. Thanks to our sponsors, Destination Jiu-Jitsu and Coach's Corner. Make sure you get out and support those businesses. Next week, stay tuned. We do have a special potentially coming. It might be really short. It might be a little longer than short. We'll see. We do need some work from 5'4" in this
We
one.
do have two guests right here.
So we do have two guests. We could ask them after. Maybe we get them to do it too. So stay tuned for that, and then have a great break. And we'll see you guys when we get back after the break. Deuces.
Deuces!